Kourtney Kardashian looks miserable on solo outing after explosive fight with Khloe. Well, if it isn't another day in Kardashian-land where the drama is thicker than Kim's contour and the tension is higher than Kris Jenner's career ambitions. Kourtney Kardashian was just spotted looking about as happy as someone stuck in LA traffic on the 405 during rush hour. And trust me, there's a reason for that funeral face. We're talking sister drama, explosive fights, and a family feud that's making the Hatfields and McCoys look like best buddies at a summer barbecue. Buckle up, because this tea is piping hot, and we're about to spill every last drop. Before we dive into this Kardashian chaos, do me a solid and smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Because around here on Celebrity Treadmill, we keep the celebrity gossip running faster than Kourtney running away from her problems. Now let's get into it. So picture this. It's Thursday in Los Angeles. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and Kourtney Kardashian looks like she just got told Disneyland is permanently closed. The Poosh founder was spotted on a solo shopping trip. And guys, the vibes were not immaculate. We're talking full-on misery mode, like someone just told her they discontinued her favorite organic kombucha, or that Travis Barker forgot their anniversary. The photos show Kourt looking downcast, withdrawn, and generally giving off major, leave me alone, I'm going through it, energy. And considering this is a woman who normally serves looks and attitude for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, seeing her this deflated is like watching a balloon slowly lose its helium. Sad, depressing, and honestly kind of concerning. But here's where it gets juicy, and I mean Real Housewives reunion level juicy. This solo shopping trip wasn't just Kourtney needing some retail therapy or wanting to pick up some overpriced organic groceries. Oh no, this was the aftermath of what appears to be an absolute nuclear explosion of a fight with none other than her sister Khloe Kardashian. And we know this because Hulu just dropped the trailer for season 7 of The Kardashians. And let me tell you, it's more dramatic than a Shakespearean tragedy performed by the cast of Succession. Now, for those of you who've been living under a rock or maybe just blessed with the ability to ignore celebrity drama, unlike the rest of us poor souls, Kourtney and Khloe used to be tight. Like really tight. We're talking ride or die. Finish each other's sentences, share clothes without asking tight. They were the dynamic duo of the Kardashian clan, always having each other's backs through breakups, makeups, and every scandal in between. But something shifted, and shifted hard. The vibes have been off for a while now, and this trailer just confirmed what we've all been suspecting. These sisters are not okay. The Season 7 trailer is basically a masterclass in how to pack maximum drama into minimum time. And right there in the middle of all the chaos, glamour, and whatever shenanigans this family gets up to on a daily basis, we see hints of a Kourtney and Khloe showdown that has fans collectively losing their minds. The tension is so thick you could cut it with one of Kylie's lip kits. We're talking icy stares, sharp words, and the kind of family dysfunction that makes your own Thanksgiving dinner look like a peaceful meditation retreat. But wait, because it gets even wilder. The trailer didn't just give us sister drama on a silver platter. Oh no, Hulu said, let's throw everything at them at once, and also tease the return of not one, but two major players who've been MIA from the Kardashian universe. I'm talking about Rob Kardashian and Caitlyn Jenner. Rob, the elusive brother who's been more ghost than family member in recent seasons, apparently makes his grand return. And Caitlyn, who's had her own complicated history with the family post-transition and post-divorce from Kris, also seems to be stepping back into the spotlight. It's like the producers looked at the drama meter, saw it was already at maximum capacity, and said, you know what, let's just break the dial completely. So let's connect the dots here, because this is where things get really interesting. Kourtney's looking miserable on her solo outing. The trailer drops showing major tension between her and Khloe. And we've got the whole family apparently deal with their own separate issues while trying to maintain that picture-perfect Instagram aesthetic they're so famous for. The question everyone's asking is what exactly went down between Kourtney and Khloe to cause this rift. And while we don't have all the details yet, because the Kardashians love to keep us on the edge of our seats like we're watching the season finale of a prestige drama, we can make some educated guesses based on what we know about their recent history. For starters, Kourtney's whole life situation has changed dramatically in the past couple of years. She got married to Travis Barker in what can only be described as the most punk rock wedding ceremony since, well, ever. She's been living her best life, posting thirst traps, and generally giving off, "I'm too happy to care about anything" energy. Meanwhile, Khloe has been dealing with her own complicated relationship drama with Tristan Thompson, co-parenting, and trying to maintain her sanity, while the world watches and comments on her every move. Different life stages, different priorities, different energy levels. It's a recipe for tension, even without adding the pressure of being constantly filmed for a reality show watched by millions. There's also been this subtle shift in the family dynamics over the years. Kim has always been the obvious star, the one building the empire and making the power moves. But Kourtney stepping back from the spotlight and prioritizing her own happiness over the family brand? That was a bold move in a family where loyalty to the business often comes before everything else. And Khloe, who's been the loyal sister, the peacemaker, the one who always shows up for family obligations? You can imagine how that might create some friction. It's like one sister is at the party dancing on tables while the other is asking, "But who's going to clean up this mess?" And here's the thing about sibling relationships, especially in families as intense and interconnected as the Kardashians. The fights that hurt the most are never really about the surface level stuff. They're about years of accumulated feelings, unmet expectations, and differences in values that suddenly explode over something seemingly small. Maybe Kourtney felt unsupported. Maybe Khloe felt abandoned. Maybe they both just needed someone to blame for their own frustrations, and unfortunately, family members make the easiest targets. Whatever the specific catalyst was, it's clear that these two are working through some serious stuff and doing it with cameras in their faces, which, let's be honest, probably doesn't help the healing process. The timing of Kourtney's miserable shopping trip is also pretty telling. This wasn't some old footage or a bad day from months ago. This was recent, right around the time the trailer dropped and the world started buzzing about the sister feud. It's almost like seeing the trailer reminded Kourtney of everything that went down during filming, bringing all those emotions flooding back. Or maybe she's dreading the public reaction to their fight being aired on television for everyone to analyze, dissect, and turn into memes. Because that's another layer of complexity these women deal with that most of us can't even imagine. Not only do they have to work through their family issues, but they have to do it knowing that millions of people are going to watch, judge, and create TikToks about it. Looking at the bigger picture here, this whole situation is actually kind of fascinating from a family dynamics perspective. The Kardashians have built an empire on the foundation of family loyalty and togetherness. That's literally their brand. The idea that no matter what drama happens, at the end of the day, family comes first. But what happens when that foundation starts to crack? What happens when individual happiness and personal boundaries start to conflict with the collective family image? These are the questions that Season 7 seems poised to explore. And honestly, it might be the most real thing this family has dealt with on camera in years. Now, I'm not saying their previous drama wasn't real. Lord knows they've been through everything from divorces to robberies to surrogacy journeys to scandal after scandal. But this particular conflict feels different because it's striking at the heart of what makes the Kardashians the Kardashians. It's questioning whether the family unit that we've watched for years can withstand the pressure of individual growth and changing priorities. It's exploring whether you can maintain those childhood bonds when everyone's growing in different directions at warp speed. And let's talk about the public nature of all this for a second, because that adds a whole other dimension to the situation. When you and your sibling have a fight, you might vent to a friend, maybe avoid family dinner for a week, eventually patch things up over coffee or a tearful phone call. But when you're a Kardashian, your fight becomes content. It becomes promotion material for the upcoming season. It becomes headline news and Twitter trending topics and YouTube videos like this one. The whole world gets to witness your lowest moments and offer their unsolicited opinions. That's got to mess with your ability to process and heal from conflict in a healthy way. It's like trying to have a serious conversation in the middle of Times Square with everyone watching and taking photos. So what does this mean for the future of Kourtney and Khloe's relationship? Well, if history has taught us anything about the Kardashians, it's that they're resilient. They weather worse storms than this and come out the other side still taking family Christmas photos and promoting each other's businesses on Instagram. But that doesn't mean this won't leave a mark. Sometimes the biggest fights lead to the biggest breakthroughs, forcing people to have conversations they've been avoiding and address issues they've been sweeping under the rug. Maybe this explosive fight is exactly what these sisters needed to clear the air and establish new boundaries that work for where they are in their lives now. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Kardashian chaos, don't forget we're always here keeping the celebrity gossip machine running. Until next time, stay messy, stay curious, and remember that even billionaires cry during family